Okay, we are getting close to the end of my comparison, this epic battle between KineMaster and PowerDirector, and it's almost time to declare a winner. And at this point, I don't know if there is a clear winner, to be honest. From one point of view, it's a little bit unbalanced. I've gone over 5 categories: selecting files to add to project, previewing files, main editing screen display, navigating editing screen and settings, editing tools and features. Those are the 5 categories, and out of those 5, I gave the nod to PowerDirector. In number 4, navigating editing screen and settings, it was a bit close, but the one feature in PowerDirector, the ability to automatically play the video every time you move to a new spot, that won it for me. I find that to be a very useful feature over time, so I gave the nod to PowerDirector. So out of 5 categories, PowerDirector won 4 of them. The 5th category, editing tools and features, that was a clear win for KineMaster. And that category is such an important one that it might actually overshadow all the other 4. Just the power of the editing features in KineMaster could give it the win over PowerDirector. But that really depends on what you do with your video editing. If all you do is very simple video editing, you probably don't need all those other features, and then PowerDirector would be a better choice just because it is simpler, cleaner, looks better, easier to navigate, easier to select files, preview files. The main editing screen display is nicer. It just might be a better choice if you're doing basic video editing. KineMaster would be the better choice if you're doing more sophisticated video projects. So that's where we are now, without a clear winner. But we have one more category, and this one might be the one that declares the winner. And that is category 6, locking layers. Now, this is going to take a little bit of an explanation, and I've gone and created 2 special video projects to show the difference between PowerDirector and KineMaster. And I have the same video project in both of them. So what I have here is a series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 video clips, and connected with every video clip is a picture. So for example, the first video clip here is me riding a scooter, and just for fun, I put in a picture of my touring bicycle. You know, scooter, form of transportation, bicycle, form of transportation. Here the video is of a golf tee with a golf ball, and I put in a photograph and then a short video clip of a man watering the golf course. Next clip is of a bunch of golf balls in a tray, and an appropriate photo is of some golf clubs. Finally, there's a clip of me enjoying a cappuccino at the 19th hole driving range, and I put in a photo, or actually it's a little video clip of the cappuccino that I'm drinking. One there, and then another one over here on the right. So it's a simple little video of clips, and each clip has a corresponding picture that matches the content of whatever I'm talking about. And I spent a long time getting these photos, inserting them, and putting them into the right place. That is a time-consuming thing to do. So there's the video project in PowerDirector. Just for fun, let's look at that same project, but I created a mirror image here in KineMaster. So here we have the beginning clip, then me on the scooter with a bicycle, the golf course with the man watering it, golf balls and golf clubs, and then me drinking a cappuccino with the video clip of the cappuccino on the inside. So these are identical video projects, and I had to take an equal amount of time carefully positioning every one of these items that you see in the layers down below. But now we run into a very interesting situation, and one that frankly keeps me up at night, drives me crazy. This is something that I cannot explain and drives me nuts. So what we're going to do is, I'm busy editing this video project, and maybe I've decided that this opening video clip, I don't want it anymore. Instead, I want to open the video with this clip of me riding the scooter. So what I want to do is delete this clip from the project. No big deal, right? It's only, how long is it? 10 seconds long. It's an easy matter to select it and then delete it. So let's do that, but watch what happens in PowerDirector. And if you're like me, this will astonish you. So let's click on it, and now we delete it, and look what happened. Every single photo is now out of place. The bicycle photo is not here anymore. It's over here, connected with a golf ball. Where's my man watering the golf course? Well, he's over here where he's not supposed to be. We get to the end, me drinking a cappuccino. What has happened to my video project? I'm now accompanied by a picture of golf clubs. And where are my pictures of the video of cappuccino? It's way off over here in the middle of no man's land. Why did this happen? This happened because in PowerDirector, for reasons that haunt me and I cannot possibly understand, all of the elements that you add to the layers, all the photos, all the text, all the video, everything that you put into the layers, you carefully position exactly where you want them to be, is not attached to the clips above them. There's no locking mechanism between these two. The foundation and the layers move independently. So you could spend 10 hours of your life carefully creating a video, putting every single photograph and video clip and text in place to create the perfect video. But then if you edit anything in the top foundation layer, all of your work is gone. So now what I have to do is one by one, I have to grab every one of these and move it back into position. So I got to grab this, move it back here. Is it in the exact right spot? I don't know. I have to check and make sure I position it exactly. Now I've got to grab this one, move it back into place, grab this one, move it back into place, grab this one, move it back into place. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Final. Okay. I've roughly recreated my video project, but imagine if you had 100 photos, text elements, audio tracks. Imagine if your video was synced with the audio. All of your work would be gone every time you did an edit. But maybe now that I've recreated everything, I've decided, no, wait a minute. I want to keep that opening video clip. I want to put it back in. So now you go into your selection of videos, find your, here it is, my 10-second clip of the golf balls, and I've decided, you know what, I want to leave it in there. I want to put it back into place. So I select it, put it back into place. Here it is again. And now, of course, what has happened? All of my photos are out of place again. So just making the tiniest edit to any of your projects in PowerDirector means that once again, I've got to go back, grab this, move it back into place, grab this, move it back into place, grab this, come on, put it back, grab this, move it. Imagine doing this for 150 items, and you have to do it every single time you make an edit. Maybe I've decided that this little clip, 10-second clip, is too long. I want to make it 5 seconds. Easy. Grab the handle. Let's see. Come on. Why isn't it working? There we go. I reduce it to 5 seconds. Now, every photograph is out of place by 5 seconds. And again, I got to go back, move them all back into position. And that is just how PowerDirector works. There's nothing you can do about it. There are no settings you can change. Every time you edit the main video, you have to rearrange all of the photographs, all of the text, all of the songs. Every single edit up here has to be followed up by recreating all of the layers. So, KineMaster. Here we are in KineMaster, same video project, same clips, same photos. Everything has been arranged exactly how I want it. Now I go to this first clip. I don't want that there anymore. I delete it, and everything is still in place. Nothing has changed. Everything is exactly the same. And the reason for that is because KineMaster, by default, keeps the position of the photographs constant. They are locked to the video above them. So wherever this clip goes, whatever happens in front of it or behind it, none of that matters. This photograph, I put it here because I want it connected with this video clip. KineMaster knows that, and no matter what I do to this project, this photo will stay in the same position and it will never change no matter what I do. So, just to demonstrate that, let's put that clip back into place now. So let's put a 10-second clip, go up to our media button, get our videos, golfing Panasonic, and where's my 10-second? There it is here. There's my 10-second video clip. I'm going to put it back into place, and in PowerDirector, this would move everything out of position, but in KineMaster, I add it. Look at that. The video clips above move to the right to make room for this, and all of the photos, all of the elements below it, everything in the layers move to the right at the same time. Not only that, this is even more interesting. You can change that. That's the default behavior, that this photo is locked in position relative to that video. But maybe I don't want that. Maybe I do want it to stay in the exact position on the timeline, so I can override the default. I click on it. Down here there's a pin. I click on that pin. A little pin shows up, and now this photograph is locked to that time code. It's no longer locked to the video clip. So now, if I delete this golf ball clip at the beginning, you'll notice the photograph didn't move. It stayed exactly where I wanted it to be because it was locked to the timeline instead of to the video clip. So now we can go back. If I select this, undo the pin, now I delete this video. The photo moves with the video clip and everything is ready to go. So, I don't know if how extreme this example came across in my little demonstration. I hope it does. Just to show one more thing, let's put that little video clip back in again, my 10-second clip. You notice everything is still in place. Let's make this shorter. It's 10 seconds long. Let's make it 2 seconds long. But notice on the right, keep your eye on this photograph and this photograph as I move this around, you'll notice they're moving at the same time. Everything is moving in sync with my editing changes. So, by the timbre of my voice, you probably know what I'm going to say next, that here in PowerDirector, the fact that when I make any editing changes, all of my elements are out of place. This one lack in PowerDirector, this one problem in PowerDirector makes it completely unusable for me. And that is why I stopped using PowerDirector and I switched to KineMaster. So even though PowerDirector won 4 out of the 5 categories, and in total, KineMaster won only 2 out of the 6 categories total, this one category, number 6, being able to lock elements into place, that gives the win easily to KineMaster. And this is the program that I use now instead of PowerDirector. So there you have it. I suppose just to finish that thought, because this has been the theme of the video more than anything else, the theme being why designers of technology don't take the needs of their users into consideration sometimes. This failure of PowerDirector, the fact that these photos and other video clips are not locked into the main foundation layer, the fact that that the layers move independently of the foundation, this part of PowerDirector, this problem, has been around for years. I think it's been part of PowerDirector from the very beginning. It's been there for years and years and years. And if you go into the history, you go into the comments, you go into the reviews, everyone who used PowerDirector for complicated video projects, they all say, this is a problem. Please, PowerDirector, fix it. Why don't you fix it? And PowerDirector has never done it. They've just left this as it is. And I just find that insane, because it is a video editing application. That's what it's meant for. The whole purpose of this program is to edit video. And to do that properly, your layers need to be locked to your foundation. That is so obvious, so logical, nothing but common sense. Why PowerDirector can't see that and has not changed it in all these years, complete mystery to me. I cannot tell you that. So, if you are making very simple and short videos, to be honest, this probably would not be a problem for you. None of the problems in PowerDirector would probably be a problem for you. So if you like the way PowerDirector looks, you like the simplicity, you like the clarity, the ease of use, and you're making simple short videos, I think PowerDirector is quite good. It's actually a very good program. But if you're doing any videos that are of any length, any complexity, has many elements in it on the layers, then KineMaster would be the better choice for you. And it is clearly the better choice for me, because this is the program that I've settled on for now until I find something better. And with that long ending, that's it for my comparison between PowerDirector and KineMaster. And I hope just going over some of the features might actually help you in deciding whether other applications are perhaps better for you, simply because I've talked about so many of the features inside these programs, and they would be the same for other applications, beyond PowerDirector and KineMaster. So, thanks for watching, and I hope that helped you out a little bit.